Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? Hope you are fine. Learners, today I am here with you once again for your English class for the students of class 9, and I hope you will enjoy the class. So, in our English class, welcome everyone. Welcome my dear learners. Here is my introduction. I am Shagufta Nasrin, Assistant Teacher, Afanullah High School, Rangpur, and my contact number and email ID is already on the screen. First of all, let us see a house on the tree and people on boat. So, learners, here is a question for you. What do the people do in a tree or a boat? I think you can guess the answer. People are living on the tree or on a boat. Why? Why do they do so? Can you say why do they do so? Yes, learners, because there are some scarcity of land problem, that is why people live on the top of the tree or on boat. Here is another question for you. What are the main two basic needs to survive on earth? The main two basic needs. One is food and another one is shelter. So, learners, I think we can guess our today's topic. Our today's topic is our food and shelter. You have your textbook in your hand, open your book, and it is unit 4, lesson 3, our food and shelter. So, here is a problem for the people of Bangladesh, and what is the reason for that? Let us discuss about that. Learners, here are two pictures. We can see here in this picture too many people, and here is also too many people. We can see people in a bus stand and they are people on the deck of a ferry. What is the problem? Because we have too much population in our country. Our land is very small and we have a lot of population. That is the problem. But problem may be arise, and here is a question for you, another question and for discussion or thinking. What will be our problems if our population becomes double the number we have now? Now we have such people. So, what will happen if we get the number in double? This is our problem and we will discuss about these problems, and after that I think we can try to make some solution of this. So, this is our problem and today we are going to discuss about these problems. So, before starting the text, let us learn some new words. People are with pots and plates are awaiting for something. Can you guess for what they are awaiting? They are waiting for food, and because there are scarcity of food. Scarcity means shortage or deficiency or need. This is the meaning of this word. So, learners, we can see scarcity and also we see here scarcity. And for what is the problem? Problem is that people suffer much for scarcity of food. Food scarcity is very acute problem and people suffer much for that. This is a noun form. So, learners, I think the pronunciation is clear to you. The pronunciation of this word is scarcity. Okay, learners, let us see next word. We can see here one man is on cycle and two are following him. So, here is our word that we have to discuss, keep pace with. The word is here keep pace with. So, why this meaning is this, what is the meaning of this word? So, what is the meaning of this word? The meaning of this word is move or progress at the same speed as someone or something else. So, speed will be same as the man is on the cycle and speed is the same who is walking on the way. Keep pace. Another picture we see here, keep pace with time. So, this is knowledge based world and this is a world to keep pace with others and everybody is busy with their own work. So, we should keep pace with time. Here is a sentence for you. We should make proper use of time to keep pace with the rest of the world. So, what kind of parts of speech it is? It is not from a parts of speech, this is a phrase. Next word, let us see considerable. Word is considerable. In the picture we can see here two pots, one is small and another one is large. So, we can say that notably large in size or amount, that is considerable. That means what is considerable? We can say that something what is large and what is noticed that it is large, that is considerable. So, yeah, this is considerable and here is a sentence, these plants are considerably smaller than those plants. This is considerable. Considerable is an adjective. Next word we can see here, shrinking. I think you will enjoy this. Here is a cartoon for you and we see this man is slowly become smaller. This is shrinking. Whenever anything becomes smaller, that is shrinking. Shrinking, that means slowly decreasing, become smaller in size. Decreasing or become smaller in size, that is shrinking. Here is a sentence according to our text. For building more houses, people need more land, so arable land is shrinking day by day. For building more houses. Okay, so learners, I think this is clear to you what is the meaning of the word shrinking, something what become smaller. Shrinking is a verb. Now, it is time to read the text. Before starting the text, let us see the picture. This is the condition of Bangladesh. Lots of people everywhere, in marketplace, in offices, in houses, in schools, in ferry ghat, bus stand or railway station, everywhere we can see people in this way. So, this is the condition of Bangladesh at present. And now, here is the passage. In the text we see, let us read the text first. The class comes up with different problems, comes up, that means discussed. The class comes up with different problems, here comes up, that means discussed. One group leader says the scarcity of food will be a serious problem. Definitely, the scarcity of food is a serious problem. It is true that our agriculturists have developed new varieties of rice and its per acre production has definitely increased. So, production is increasing because of invention of new variety of rice, but the rate of increase in food production cannot keep pace with the rate of population growth. To make the speed at the same speed how population growth is increasing, our food production is not increasing. This is because our land is fixed. Here is a symbol for you, and whenever we get such type of symbol, that is IE, in that case we can say that is. In reading we pronounce this that is fixed, that is we cannot increase it, while our population is increasing rapidly. Another group leader comes up with the housing problem, comes up, that means highlighted. Another group leader comes up with housing problems in our country, which he says adds much to the food problem. Food problem is definitely a great problem, but another group leader discussed about housing problem. So he continues, families are growing larger in size and breaking into smaller families. Each such family need a separate house to live in. So this is the condition. Our land is shrinking day by day. So learners, I hope this part of the text is clear to you. Let us go to our next part. As land is shrinking, people build their house on the tree for safety, security, and for living in peace. People build their house on the tree. So here is the text for you. Also, the arable land fields are being divided by these smaller families among themselves. Here mills and factories are being set up. This is another reason why land is shrinking. Mills and factories are set up, which occupy a considerable position of our land. Considerable, that means notable position of land is shrinking because of mills and factories. So when we need more land to grow more food, to feed more mouths, our land is shrinking day by day. So this is a great problem for the people of Bangladesh, because production is increasing but land is shrinking. If our population grows at present rate, a day will come when many people will not find any land to build a house on, and as a result many of them might live on tree or on the floating boats in rivers. So what will happen if people will not get the lands? They will build their houses on trees or floating on boats. No way, another student argues. So what is his argument? Trees are being cut, hills are being cleared, and water bodies are being filled up, all to meet the needs of too many people. So we are hampering, we are making damage to our environment also by doing such activity, cutting trees, clearing hills, and when the water bodies are being dried, this is also a problem for our nature and environment. Very nice picture. This is mustard field and tamarind tree. Here is the text. Mrs. Chaudhary said about her. Thank you students, she said, and this is quotation, that means this is a speech of Mrs. Chaudhary. She said about herself, you are quite right. Let me tell you about the village where I was born and brought up. She is talking about her village. Things are not like this in past. She said that she could remember as a child. The village was so beautiful. When she was a child, the village was beautiful. The green paddy fields and yellow mustard field seem to be unending. The green paddy fields and yellow mustard fields seem to be unending. They used to wave and dance in the breeze. There used to be wood in the northern side of the village, green area, wood. Northern side of the village, there was a tall tamarind tree in the middle of the wood. Also a big banyan tree looked like a huge green umbrella with its aerial roots hanging down. This is the banyan tree, and green looks like a green umbrella, and the roots looks like just aerial, and the roots are hanging down. I often used to go there with my age mates. This is the situation. We would often have picnic there while the boys would climb the tamarind tree and pick some tamarinds. Me and my best friend Rima used to swing with the roots. It is the situation of village where there is a big banyan tree, but at present, in present situation, we found no banyan trees anywhere. We find, do you find any banyan tree around you? But at present situation, do you find any banyan tree around you? All because of the shrinking of lands and the beautiful crop fields spoiled by the unplanned houses built here and there. This is also a reason because people build their houses in an unplanned way. So, learners, this is the text and I think you will read the text once again for 5 minutes and take 5 minutes time to read the text once again, and then here are some MCQ questions. The questions is also in your textbook. If you have your textbook at your hand, then you can give the answer of these questions. Learner says the question, the rate of increase in food production cannot keep pace with the rate of population growth. What is the meaning of that food production? What is the meaning of food production? Because population growth is increasing, but food production, the sentence means that food production is less than what is needed. Food production is less than what is needed, not the meaning of food production. The next question, how can our housing problem increase our food problem? For making too many houses, people are using cropland. That is right. For making too many houses, people are using the cropland. So, question number 3, what makes our land decrease day by day? Our land is decreasing day by day because of what? Here are 4 options. So, which one option is correct for this question? Houses and factories are being built on it. Only that is the reason that our land is decreasing day by day. Question number 4, many people may have to live on tree. People have to live on tree because what? Because they may not find land to make houses. That is the reason. They may not find land to make houses. And next question, people are cutting trees to grow crops or make houses. And the last one, there used to be a wood in the northern side of the village. Here wood means an area covered with trees. An area covered with trees, this is wood. In section E in your textbook, you will get this question, make a list of these things that Mrs. Chaudhary saw in her village when she was a child. First of all, we should make a list Mrs. Chaudhary saw in her village when she was a child. So, I think you can, because Mrs. Chaudhary mentioned in the text that she saw the green fields, the yellow mustard fields and tamarind tree, about banyan tree, all things. So, here is the answer, the green paddy field, yellow mustard field, a wood in the northern side of the village, a tall tamarind tree, a big banyan tree, and she used to swing from the aerial roots of the banyan tree. Next, here is another part of the question, why do you think she liked them? She liked all these things because it is a part of her childhood memory. From the text we come to know that she liked them as she told her students in the class her childhood days are very delightful. It is her childhood memory and her childhood memory was very delightful. So, learners, here are some questions for you. First of all, what have our agriculturists done to meet up the scarcity of food? Can you give the answer to this question? Of course, we have discussed about this topic. We have discussed about this in the text part 1, that our agriculturists have developed new varieties of rice and its per acre production. So, this is what have our agriculturists done? Our agriculturists developed a new varieties of rice. Next question is here, why are our arable fields are being divided? Learners, in part 2 we discussed about this topic and this matter, that our arable fields are being divided. Why? Because our arable fields are divided because larger families which are breaking into smaller families. The families, large families become smaller and the smaller families need land to build up their house. That is why our arable lands are being divided. And here is another question, but last but not least, what are the different problems mentioned in the passage? The different problems mentioned in the passage are that, of course, food problem, housing problem and dividation or diminishing of the lands in our country. The different problems that are mentioned in the passage include food problem, housing problem and diminishing of the land. So hope you have got the idea or information about the problems of our country, and we should try our best to demise the problems what we are facing day by day. So, learners, this is all for today. Thank you all. Thank you so much for watching this class.